Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the show about the show. I'm Stevie, and if we're not supposed to eat at night, then why is there a light bulb in the fridge? This week's guests make at least 69% of their sexual innuendos inadvertently. Please welcome Rhett and Link.
I get it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why are you putting your bottom on things?
You're bootying things?
I'm marking my territory.
That's where you know that when cats do that, they're marking their
they're putting
their glands,
their
scent glands. Is that where your scent glands are?
Yeah, on my right butt cheek.
Guys, this week is another packed week. Yeah. We've been running a little bit long, but let's see what we'll do today. It all depends on how well you do at a game that I have devised to celebrate a holiday that I looked up and I'm now quite fond of that is going to be happening next week. So we have that. I also asked the Mythical Beasts on Twitter to find people who didn't know you, show them a photo of you, and then ask them some questions about what they thought about you. And boy, are the answers great. So I want to go through that with you. I also have a behind the scenes, not even a while the cameras were rolling, a behind the scenes moment from this past week of GMM that might embarrass you a little bit, but I think that's the point of this show. But before all of that...
Who do you mean by you? Us?
I think both of you. I think both of you will enjoy this.
Oh.
Before all of that, it is time for our GMM rejected snack of the week.
Okay. We're already to it.
We're to it. And this week, you ate meatballs on the show. You didn't know what they were. How about another one, shall we?
Oh, yum.
So this is one that could have been on the show,
Thank you.
but was rejected because hopefully it wasn't too gross.
Well, this one was...
Are we going to try to identify it like the game?
Yes, I know what it is. Thank you, Josh. This one was rejected because of time, but it was one that Josh felt very strongly about at the time. And then when we came up with this segment, he had a perfect place to present this. And I will just note that I am subjecting myself to all of this, even though I know what it is.
Yeah,
and it's
I
not
appreciate that.
Great.
So it's not great, you say. It's very...
Well, the idea of it's not great. I'm sure it tastes delicious.
No, it smells...
No, you're not.
It smells like turtle. It smells like, I would imagine, a turtle.
I'm gonna need my barf bucket. I'm gonna need a spit container. Yeah, it looks like a...
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Okay.
You want a bucket?
No.
You don't want a bucket?
Oh, no. You know me.
No. All right. Shall we? And I have that ability to plug up my nose. Thank you.
Dinky?
You can plug up your nose without touching it?
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
It's just, hold on. You're just now... How old were you when you figured out you could plug your nose without touching it?
Okay.
I was today years old. That's what they say on the internet. Actually, I still haven't mastered it. Dink it. Sink it.
Oh God!
I think it's fish food.
Oh God!
No, because it was all meat.
How do you do this all the time? Why don't you react like this? I don't understand.
Turtle.
No, I actually like this
snake.
thing.
Oh, is something you like?
Wait, why is it kind of close?
Turtles are in the sea, and, well, I don't want to give any more hints.
Beaver.
What?
You said you actually liked it.
All right, give us another hint. I don't know what it...
It's a shellfish.
It's crawdad.
Is it specifically a crawdad?
Why is that funny? It's a guess, man. I'm guessing.
No, Josh, would you like to
Give me another
inform?
hint.
Oh, is it one of those gooey ducks?
I mean, that's like
no,
a
it is
lot of
not.
hints.
It is. I said close with the turtle because it's in the sea and it famously has a shell.
Yeah.
Why did I say famously? That doesn't make any sense. It has a shell.
Conch. Conch.
No, that's not conch. It would be white.
No.
No.
You slurp them.
You're going to do a lot more guessing.
Oysters?
Yeah.
It's an oyster ball.
Oyster ball.
Something happened to it in the processing.
Okay. It only gets better from here.
That
I'll
was
say.
rejected.
Although, in
Because it
terms
wasn't
of,
gross enough or something.
Well, no, I think, why did we reject that one? We rejected it we always reject these things for very specific content reasons. And I think we already had one. We had the
we've
sea
been too
cucumber.
oyster heavy.
We had the sea cucumber, and so that's why we didn't do the oyster. Okay. This upcoming Monday, which is the last Monday of January, is Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Okay.
And I found this article on Mental Floss, and I thought that we could maybe play a game, because when I started looking into like weird facts about bubble wrap, I didn't know anything, and I thought that perhaps you wouldn't know anything. And so I thought we could play a game.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
And the way we're going to play it is you each get your... Don't
pop it.
Don't
pop
hold
it.
your hand out.
Don't pop it. You each get your own roll.
Whoa, that's quite a roll.
Yeah. And you're going to, I'm going to ask you questions. I'm not going to use the whiteboards. I think that you can just gentlemen's yell it at the same
okay.
time. If you get the question right, you get to pop some of your poppables.
Oh, it's a
'cause I
reward.
know, it's a reward.
So we're not buzzing in by popping.
No. You just get to pop if you get it right. The winner gets a very special bubble wrap related prize. And the loser, well, I mean, I don't want to punish any of the losers. All I'm going to say is that if you try and cheat in any way, I think we've established now who controls the food that you eat on the show and how gross it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's how you mark your territory.
That's quite a sink land.
Okay, bubble wrap was invented in 1957 and was first created to be what?
Obviously, it's not, well, I would say protective clothing.
Okay.
Protective clothing?
Protective clothing.
Because it
What?
wasn't like it
Protective
looked
clothing.
like
you
they
wear
didn't
it.
change the design of it. Like it was like this. So if you had this, what would you use it for?
So it's
I would say
obviously
that's
not
a valid
packaging
guess.
or protective clothing. I don't know. I'm actually going to go on the nose and say packaging.
The answer is wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
They
Rhett, I'll
thought,
give
like,
you that one because it's clothing for walls.
In the late 50s, like that was like they were trying to push their design boundaries.
You earned it.
Yeah, go for it.
You got a little closer than me. Okay.
That's an interesting style.
Next question.
In 1959, the two people who invented bubble wrap incorporated their company, which still has the same name today. What's the company called? And your hint is it's a descriptor for...
Pops. It's got the word pop in it.
Okay.
Air Pop Don't Stop Incorporated.
Okay.
I was going to say, it's popping.
Those are both really great guesses. The answer is Sealed Air. That is the name
Sealed
of the
Air.
company.
I'll
Sealed
give
Air.
you that one since you gave a more technical answer.
Oh, God, this smells so bad.
These are pretty small bubbles.
They're small bubbles. You know,
like
every
to
time
pop one at a time.
Every time I'm presented with bubble wrap, I think about the video that we made in the old studio where we wrapped everything in bubble wrap, including each other.
There's
Let's
like-
roll the clip.
We'll try this one. It wasn't until a company pitched IBM on using bubble wrap as packing/shipping material that it began to
Worked for
be
them.
a shipping standard. Previously, people had used what three main things to ship their stuff? If you guess one of the three things, you will get to pop.
Styrofoam peanuts.
Cardboard, and
Foam, cedar chips, newspaper.
there's
Newspaper. Okay, newspaper's one.
You want to pop? Newspaper.
This was based on you guys wanting to pop bubbles because it seems like something that
That's
people
a good
want to
one.
do, but that's a good one. Sawdust and horsehair.
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 Of course.
Right. You shave your horse. What are you going to do with it?
This is a number-based one, so Link, this is for you to do really
Oh,
well at.
Lord.
According to one customer who took it upon themselves to do the math, how many layers of bubble wrap would you need to land on in order to survive a fall out of a 6-story window?
I'd say 3,500.
Actually, it's much less than that. It's 350.
It's 39.
See? 39. That doesn't make no sense.
Okay, 39 layers of
I
this?
I think it's the bigger bubbles, but
Why
hey,
did
and I
small
didn't say
bubbles?
the math was right. I just said that this
3,500.
is something they published.
39 layers
Link.
from a 6-story building?
Yep, Link, you get to you get to pop it.
Well, you'd live, but you wouldn't live well.
And finally, I have not been. Oh yes, there's the score. You're tied. So this is the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Studies claim popping bubble wrap reduces stress levels. Why do scientists believe this to be true? And the hint is it has to do with an ancestral addiction. Something that humans...
Popping boils, like depussing your boils.
Okay.
Well, you're not completely wrong because it has to do with the grooming process.
Okay.
We groomed each other.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's right. So it triggers memories of the insect squishing done by our ape ancestors.
Insect squishing, that's different.
We like the moment when the victim
grooming.
resists and then surrenders.
Yeah, you crack it, man. That's what I'm saying. Twist and crack.
Twist and
You
crack.
could be a.
We should
And to...
we should pop each other's bubbles for this one then.
I don't like the way you. I don't like the way you. I don't like the way you say that. So
Fine, I'll pop my own bubbles.
Okay. Rhett, you won.
I don't need a man to pop my bubbles.
Oh, okay. Sealed Air makes these bubble wrap anti-stress boxes, which is
What?
very ridiculous. But you basically open this and then you put it on your desk, and then you pull out little bubble wrap.
Sealed Air
things,
thought of everything.
And then you pop them. So
thank
there
you.
you go. This was not sponsored by Sealed Air, but it does appear that way.
Anti-stress box. Open it.
Oh no.
Sorry. I thought you were gonna hold on. It's perforated. Hold on
Oh,
tighter.
it did bust.
Oh, that's good.
Guys, we're now going to move from this bubble wrap segment to something that's about you guys. So I think it's going to go better.
Better. Okay. Yeah, back to us. Make this better.
So this is like somewhat of a Twitter scenario situation.
Ooh, these are nice too. These are nicer than those other ones.
Yeah, Sealed Air knows what's up.
Yeah. Well, that is also. I don't think that's.
No, that's definitely
You
not.
think
That's
that's a
trapped
ripoff?
air.
Actually,
Ooh.
bubble wrap is a trademarked name. Bubble wrap. That's not what it's the generic term for it is.
Well, Sealed Air is more catchy anyway.
Yeah.
Sealed Air.
Ooh. Ooh, that's satisfying.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've
Okay,
played this
Okay, that's all you
this game kind of on the show in the past where, you know, there's that study about like, can you look at somebody and guess what their name is? And it turns out you kind of can.
Right.
But I feel like I play it all the time where I just look at someone and assume like what their name could be or like what their background is.
Yeah.
And so I thought it could be fun to see if people did that for you guys if they didn't know you. So I posted on Twitter, I posted a photo of Link and I said, find someone who doesn't know Link, ask them what they think the name of the person in the photo below is, ask them what the person in the photo most likely does for a living, ask them if they'd be friends with the person and why or why not, and send me the answers. So I did this for both of you on
Okay.
2 separate posts.
And these are the photos of us. Well, I don't even
Those are
remember
the
taking this
photos.
photo.
That photo was taken in New York City in that playground parking lot.
Oh, there's a really short woman in between us.
No, well, she took a picture with us, yes, but then she also took a bunch of other pictures of us.
Oh,
So yeah, actually it was, I was trying to find, at first I posted a photo of Rhett that kind of made you, yeah, I've posted that one and that one of Link, but then I was like, you know, people are going to think that there's too much going on in that photo.
Yep.
So then I went back. It was actually like a little difficult to find like the most normal possible photos of you guys. So this is what I found.
Okay.
Yep.
So
we're in prison.
I'm gonna do some highlights that people answered. I got a lot of responses, but then I noticed trends popping up. So I had Bethany do an Excel sheet of trends to determine what like the most common name for both of you is. So we'll go over that. But
Sounds like fun for Bethany.
so this is the first response that for Rhett. Dad says, looks like he would be named Wyatt, a lifelong student working on his second master's or something. He looks like he's into sports, so we could be friends about that.
Wyatt into sport. Wyatt's right. Sports.
I picked it because I felt like Wyatt was a really good name for you. Like,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. There's nothing really funny about it. It just like seems very accurate. Like I feel
It's
like
got a double.
Wyatt.
It's got a double T.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Wyatt.
That would be cool.
Wyatt.
Well, if you say it like that, it could be a problem.
Wyatt.
This person says his name's Logan. He's an old Navy model.
So
I'll take it.
You're so basic.
I'll take it.
And
At least he didn't
she-
say Gap.
And she would bang him, but not befriend him.
Ouch.
You got that one?
Old Navy, huh?
Asked my grandma who this was. She said his name is Robert, is the bassist in some band, and looks like someone you can have a good time with without worrying about how you're going to get home the next morning.
Grandma said that?
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
Bassist.
You want to watch me play the bass?
God.
Give her a ride home the next morning.
Okay, this person asked their mom, I quote, "He looks like those guys from stock pictures."
What's worse than being a model for Old Navy? Being a stock photo model.
It's interesting because, I get sent pictures of guys with hair that goes up and beards all the time from
Yeah.
from advertisements,
Yeah.
which were definitely stock
Stock
photos.
photos.
Yeah.
I mean, that is my backup career.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
I'm
there's
here,
a lot of
I'm
other
the
people doing it, but
I'm the stock model.
It's interesting that these people ask their parents and grandparents. I guess because they don't know, and they do know.
that's,
I get it. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's how the exercise works.
Yep, just verbally processing. Never got me in trouble before.
he looks like a John or Jake or Jason. He has a nice smile, but his eyes look a bit shifty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look comfortable in your face. Kind of is not not comfortable.
No, you got to understand. The look that I make in photos is I know something you don't.
That I'm not comfortable right now.
No. I know something about you that you don't even know about yourself. That is the look you should try to make in every picture.
That's what this next person said. No, actually, they said, you look like a Brett. You do sales at JCPenney's, and they wouldn't be your friend because you look like a smartass.
Brett. I always hated Bretts.
Brett is very close.
This person says they wouldn't be friends because you look like you're going to tell me I'm wrong all the time.
Yep. That sounds like a fan.
Nailed it.
I don't believe that. That was an inside joke. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling BS on that.
Okay, Link. This response I thought was very relatable. Oh, well, actually, not for me personally. They said, everyone I've showed his picture to so far has asked if I finally have a man, which is not relatable for me. It's generally
It's relatable to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, you finally have a man. You captured him in that cage.
Okay, this person asked their mom. His name's Murray. He
gosh.
looks confident, like he works with animals, zoologist, Animal Planet guy, and that you look charming, so that she would be friends with you.
Murray,
I'm confident with animals.
Murray the confident zookeeper. That sounds like an Adult Swim cartoon.
An overconfident zookeeper.
Yeah,
Now
right.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
My uncle said he looks like a Samuel, and he designs homes for a living. Wouldn't be friends because he looks like the kind of guy to get drunk off 2 wine coolers.
Drunk architect.
He didn't say design. He said designer.
Yeah, designs homes. I think he meant like interior design. But
Put some throw pillows over there. What's in this wine cooler? Wow.
You gravitated towards architect though. I like that.
my aunt says he looks like a stay-at-home lifestyle blogger who posts recipes and Bible verses named George. She said he looks like a quirky gay best friend she could have, and she'd totally be down.
I'm the gay best friend that you always wanted.
Oh
I
wow.
liked that one because it was so detailed. It's written out so nicely. My cousin thinks he'll be named Mark with a C.
Yeah.
He probably does something with computers and math. He seems very nice with a sweet smile, but a little fussy. He's getting older, so he is ready to settle down and have a baby with his partner, Rick.
Okay.
Is it Rick with a C as well?
Oh my gosh. I'm not the one with the pink jacket.
My mother thinks this is a Jonathan. He works for a software company. In parentheses, he does not own his own software company. She wants this to be clear. And would also not be his friend because she thinks they wouldn't connect. But I liked the clarification.
I kind of think we would connect.
Make sure he knows he wouldn't own it.
This person says, maybe Charlie, maybe a middle school teacher. Depends on whether it is a bad hair day for him or he chose to do that.
I assume you're going back to Rhett after this.
Of course.
Well, I have the trends. I have to go to the trends. This I really liked.
Yeah.
They said, my friend said, Garrett, freelance writer for BuzzFeed or Vice.
Oh, that hurts.
And then this, he wouldn't be friends because he looks like he's annoying and interrupts you to say irrelevant stuff.
Oh, this is really hitting home.
Okay, so there were some trends. I didn't go over a lot of the things that were trends because I was going to go over it now. So you didn't hear me say a lot of the stuff. But it's interesting because out of the 206 people who answered for Rhett, the majority of those people, like the highest percentage, thought your name was John or John with an H or Jonathan, followed by Josh. So you're a John, Josh looking person, apparently. Most people, or a higher percentage of people, thought that you were a vlogger, blogger, did YouTube, followed by teacher, followed by photographer. And then 61% of people would be friends with you, and 39% would not be friends with you.
All right. It's
pretty
good.
good.
Batting average.
Okay.
Link, your most used name was Steve or Steven, followed by Tom. So that's what you're
Steven.
evoking. This was the weirdest and highest trend. You had a lot of people that thought you were in IT, tech, or computer software.
Yeah.
Followed by a teacher. So
our second was both teacher.
yeah.
We should have been
teacher.
John and Steve, the teachers.
Also,
Tag team
61% of people would be friends with you.
Oh, wow.
Same percentage.
Same percentage of yeses. You did have a 35% no and a 4% maybe.
Okay,
So you had a maybe in there, but
I can win them over
same
and beat you.
percentage. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So I thought that was
I
very
don't know
interesting.
exactly what to do with this information.
Yeah.
I do
But I
think
do think I know what you're going to say.
you like to interrupt and say irrelevant stuff. You weren't
I know
wrong.
what you're going to say.
You weren't wrong.
I know what you're going to say.
What was I going to say?
You were going to say this should be a social app where people can upload their picture and then they should
Get the trends.
get the trends because it's fascinating.
Well,
and we should do that.
I think that's a great idea, Steve. But John was going to say,
Okay.
what John was going to do with the information is that if I ever, commit a crime and I need to leave the country and establish myself somewhere else, I'm going to be John the teacher. Of course, now I've screwed it up.
So then back to my idea then.
Yeah.
We should have an app. I think there's a demand for this. You just upload because people will post pictures of themselves asking to be roasted on Reddit. It's different.
Yeah.
I don't know why I mentioned it.
Roasted on Reddit.
People posted pictures of themselves and say,
Roast
"Who
me."
am I? Who am I?" That's a good Reddit thread.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start that Reddit thread. Let's make it an app and sell it.
Okay. We're going to do both, but first do it on Reddit, and then we'll make an app out of it. Oh, thank you, Steve. So we also have a clip that I mentioned that might be a little bit embarrassing from this week.
Yes.
It's a behind the scenes because it's the camera was rolling while we were doing some ADR work, which do you know what that stands for?
Yes.
Automatic dialogue replacement.
Yeah, so basically, for all the mythical beasts that don't know,
I don't know.
if we didn't catch something audio-wise...
Dialogue replacement?
No, it's automated dialogue replacement, actually.
Automated.
He said automate or something.
I said
That's
automatic,
pretty good.
yeah.
So we did the Blender episode this week, and with the Blenders going, it was sometimes hard to get some of your audio, so we had to do a couple of pickups after the fact. And the cameras are rolling for this particular pickup that I thought that the mythical beast might want to see, so take a look.
And then woes.
And then whoa.
Whoa!
Not like
Gee willikers, Scoo!
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! Whoa! I can't remember how I did it.
It was a little bit more drawn.
I think it's more like, whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah. Just link or both of them. Let's get Rhett too, just to be safe.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can I get one more for Rhett?
What? Did you say what?
No.
Because this is ADR. You have to say the...
I don't know what I said.
Let's just do a whoa, a longer drawn out whoa.
Whoa!
Man.
So awkward. You put it as if the show itself is not awkward enough.
I know.
It's like, then afterwards, it's like, no, stay out here and let's get even weirder.
It was
Did you
cathartic.
use any of that?
You know what?
Yeah,
You
of course.
know what you
Yeah.
do? We should create an app. And you just enter your phone, you just say, whoa!
Wow!
No. First we do it on Reddit. How would that work?
Well, that's funny, Rhett. Funny, any J word. J, John.
You can call me John or Josh or Jonathan.
All right.
Whoa.
That's all I have. Whoa. So, final line?
Until the next LTAT,
keep on BYMB. FOSH.